Okay, so today we're doing a little lazy video. I'm trying to build a rig out for my A7IV, which I'm gonna be using a tilter rig. I actually ordered almost 2 weeks ago now, but it's been on back order, so I just been waiting for it. But in the meantime, I'm trying to figure stuff out, and one of the things I want to do with the rig is to have external power running to it, so I can run the A7IV for a long time. The batteries actually last quite a while on it. They run for 45 an hour on it, depending on the mode you're shooting out, so it's pretty good. But if you want to have it run for a really long time, you usually need to use a V-mount battery to the camera, and just use a dummy battery and connect that to the V-mount, and then you get pretty much unlimited power. But what I'm trying to do is kind of avoid using V-mount batteries, just because it makes the camera so much bigger and bulkier. I'm trying to do a rig setup where I don't have to, have the camera be, just completely giant. I want it to still keep it small form, so that's what I've been trying to figure out. So right here, I have the A7IV right now, and right now I'm just recording it on 4K 24 frames, and I started at 100%. It's at 99% right now. It's been recorded for 3 minutes, but I'm gonna let this run for 20 minutes or so, see where the battery is at, and then after that I'm gonna stop recording, and then I'm gonna plug in the battery bank to the USB-C port of the camera, and then let it run for another 20 minutes and see if the camera can pretty much record without losing any percentage. So that's what we're going to try to figure out. And the battery bank I have is this just this Anchor battery bank right here. If we can get a focus on it. Come on, I believe in you. Got the original A7 recording right here. Right here we got the Anchor battery bank, and the reason I'm using this is because this one has a fast charging port on it. So hopefully this will be able to run the A7IV for however long this might last. I don't know if I'm going to be using this one, but just for this experiment, we're going to go with this one, and then we're going to see. So I'm just going to let this record for 20 minutes, and after it's done recording, then we'll come back to it. Okay, so I actually forgot to stop recording, and this is at 30 minutes right now at 77%. So let's stop recording now. And we're gonna plug in the USB-C cable from the battery right here. Okay, so let's plug it in. I just had to reset the SD card real quick because it was getting full. So let's open up the side of the camera. Let's plug this in right here. Now, if we take a look at it, now as we can see, there's a charging icon here, and it doesn't tell us what our percentage is right now. So let's start recording again. So we'll record for another 30 minutes, and as we checked it before, it was at 77%. So we'll see what the percentage is going to be after we record for 30 minutes. The moment of truth. So we've been recording for around 50 minutes right here. So we're gonna unplug it, see what the percentage is at. Unfortunately, it doesn't show when it's charging, but let's unplug it. And now we're at 74%. So it did go down a little bit, but I guess it slowed it down a little bit. So it is going to add extra time to your recording if you use a battery bank, but it's still going to be going down. So let's try one more test. So while this is recording at 74%, we're going to hook the camera up to the wall. So we're going to use DC power. And let's see if the battery will still go down or if it will stay static or go up. Alright, so the camera has been recording for 20 minutes now. And as we can see, we can't see what the battery is at. So if this thing focuses right here, yeah, we're at 35. We plugged it in at 15 minutes, so it's been recorded for around 23 minutes or so. And as I was plugging it, I said it went down to 73%. So let's unplug this from the DC power right now. And we're at 69%. So that means, let's just turn the camera around for a second. Okay, we're back on the A7IV. We were just shooting with the original A7 camera, which we're gonna do a comparison between these two cameras. I know it sounds crazy, but just for fun, I wanna do a little comparison. But anyway, that's besides the point. So if you're trying to use a battery bank or DC power with the A7IV, unfortunately it doesn't really work. So if you want to shoot indefinitely, you're gonna have to get yourself something like this, which is a dummy battery. For the newer Sony cameras, they use the I forget what it's called, the N battery or the Z battery, whatever it's called, the newer batteries. And then these cables, you can just plug it into either DC power in order to get power through it, you know, something like this that has a power supply, and then you can just plug this into a wall. You can get indefinite power, or if you have a V-mount battery, then you can also just plug this into your camera, and then you can pretty much shoot pretty much however long the V battery lasts for. But personally, I didn't want to deal with one of these when I'm shooting, just because I just want to be able to pretty much just shoot with the camera, and then if I just want to shoot for like a really long time, like if I'm shooting an interview or something, I want to be able to just plug something into the USB-C port and just be able to shoot it, which technically you might be able to do, because when you do have power coming to it, either through a battery bank or if you're using just DC power, then it does give you more battery time. So I don't know, I mean, like, so yeah, so you can still do it, it's just not going to be infinite power, so that's something you have to keep in mind. But I do have a build coming up where I just want to make like a build for my A7IV that's, first of all, I don't want any rails, and I want it to be autofocus only. So I want to do like an autofocus cinema camera that's really compact. That's the type of build I'm trying to make. So for that stuff, I don't want to be putting a giant V-mount battery or anything, because it's just going to make the camera way too big and bulky. It's going to mess with the ergonomics of the camera, so personally I'm not interested in that. But anyways guys, hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you do want to use battery banks for your camera, they do work. It just makes it so that your battery goes down less, so it does extend your battery life, so it is good in that sense. And you can just get one, maybe keep it in your pocket and then just plug it into the camera. That way, you know, when you're shooting, it slows down how much your battery drains, and then when you do have the camera off, then it'll just charge it up. So that does work. But if you just want to be able to, you know, set the camera up and shoot pretty much, you know, for hours and hours, if you're shooting like a conference or anything, get yourself one of these dummy batteries. I'll have a link for it in the description, so you guys can get yourselves hands on. And it's always good to have these in your bag anyway, just in case if your camera battery dies or whatever, if you're about to shoot a video, and then you can just plug it into a wall and then just have infinite power. But anyways guys, if you want to learn more about the Sony A7IV or videography or lights and audio in general, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I make videos pretty much every single day. Lately, you know, I've been busy with life, so I'm trying to upload every other day. But anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.